Hey man, I'm Chris with Phone Cats, and my cat is blocking my webcam. But we got something even more exciting than that, guys. We got Clash with Gone on our little Clash Royale podcast. What's up, man?
How's it going? Good to be here. And this current match that we're watching is Blue Sky against Long Island 07. So fun fact about this little replay right here is I actually have played Long Island before when this game was in alpha. So this was actually with a whole bunch of, like, Supercell employees, and it's funny kind of just watching like some of these guys now in the game, because I think before in Clash of Clans, like the employees like never revealed like what their screen names were, and like maybe like when they had ClashCon, you know, sometimes they would seek out clan members and introduce themselves as, you know, like a clan member. And
I got you. No, that's cool.
So Long Island was pretty tough, and I can see that he's made a lot of TV Royale replays recently, so
much respect. Guys, if y'all didn't know, Clash on Gone was on the huge tournament. Where did you get to travel to and play this game?
Yeah, so we got we actually got to see this game when it was in alpha right after ClashCon. I guess we can kind of talk about that now.
Way cool.
But that was in Helsinki, Finland, and we got invited back a couple months later to just talk about the beta release and launch this tournament and really just promote the game. And it was easy to promote just because it was it had characters within the game that we recognized.
Yeah.
And, it was just so easy to just play. You know, it was just we pulled it up and they showed it to us on an iPad. It's like Christmas morning, and like they literally called it Christmas. That was like a Wednesday, and it was like maybe mid-December, not even Christmas yet, but they're like, yeah, this is Christmas.
I love it. No, the community for this game, I feel like it's already going to be blowing up. Like, it's not even out yet in the USA. It's not even out yet, and me and you are both obsessed with it. Like,
yeah. So I'm curious, PCats, where did you, or when did you first pick up this game, and what's your kind of background with like these types of games?
Gotcha. I saw someone playing it on Camcord.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, where'd you get this game? And he wouldn't tell me. He didn't want to tell me.
Yeah.
So then I went even more. I was even more hungry, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna find this game.
Yeah.
Looks like Clash of Clans. Found it, downloaded it, and I haven't played Hearthstone since I got this game.
Oh right, yeah. I saw you were talking about Hearthstone during one of your videos. So yeah, what was your
all I talk about is Hearthstone. They're tired of it. They're sick of it.
Oh man.
I call Elixir mana, and everybody just cringes.
I saw that.
Oh god. You guys can hate me. I play the Expo, I call it mana. Yeah. I'm the scapegoat for the game. Come at me.
Although I will say that, like, when I was playing this game early on, I was a huge fan of the Elixir Collector. So I know you talked about how you were the Elixir Collector hipster. I think I was also an early Elixir Collector user, so...
Dude, were you using it before it was patched? And let's get ready for the next replay. Looking at Limplicity versus Pierre.
All right, sounds good.
3, 2, 1, watch.
All right, so I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. You can ask me like other things in terms of like what this game looked like before it launched in beta. So before it launched in beta, get this. So buildings had no lifetime. So basically, what you could do is if they didn't get rid of your buildings, you could literally, like, I saw one of your videos or screenshots of like SimCity Elixir collectors with a rage spell on them. And so like they could literally just build Elixir Collector after Elixir Collector.
And they wouldn't die, so it was like StarCrafty, to where you would build a building and it just stayed there.
Yeah. I mean, you could thank a lot of us for like exploiting some of the strategies early on, like for like some of the nerfs and stuff. So like at one point they actually had a giant bomb in the game too, and they removed that because they wanted, you know, obviously more. They're preaching the offense over defense, and we could probably talk about some of the balance changes now if we wanted to.
Sure. What do you think about Musketeers? They got a tiny buff.
Yeah, you know, I think slowly they might actually out-edge the Wizard. I mean, I'm always kind of back and forth, right? Like sometimes you need the splash damage in your deck. But like the Musketeer, 1 elixir less, now they're doing more damage. I think her range is even longer too, so that might play a factor in certain things.
Did they buff her range a little bit? That's interesting.
I don't think they buffed her range, but just from her original stats, her range is longer than the Wizard by a couple tiles. I think.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And 1 or 2 tiles are so important in this game.
Yeah.
Like y'all, we both see this P.E.K.K.A. and Wizard coming down.
Yeah.
What, like, if he was going to try to do a building distraction or something like that, probably not the best play, but,
yeah,
like, one square makes all the difference in this game.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a YouTube personality to come out. I'm waiting for, like, another technical YouTuber to, like, emerge on Clash Royale. I mean, this is the good thing about this game, too, because, you know, you have people who may not have been interested in Clash of Clans, but maybe they're interested in this type of game. And
that's
like,
me,
I'm waiting for someone to come out the video where, like, he says, all right, when you have a P.E.K.K.A coming down this lane, you can put, like, a knight right here, not this tile, but that tile. Like, they'll get it down by, like, the tile, and, like, this is the best way to distract a P.E.K.K.A. I mean, I might actually try to do something.
No, be that guy, Gon. Be that guy.
Yeah, I'll be that guy. I won't be this Expo user here.
Yeah, I'll be the Expo. I'll be the filthy monster, but be the smart genius guy that tells everybody exactly what to do and the right spots for units, because I don't want to do it because it's hard to know, like, the exact spot, like this balloon coming down.
Yeah, wow. So I've been seeing a lot of Baby Dragon in higher level of play. Have you used the Baby Dragon a lot at all? I mean, what
yes, dude. I hit Legendary last night. I broke 3,000 trophies for the first time.
Congrats.
And, there was a lot of Baby Dragon spam.
I mean, it's just tanky. All right, so I mean, I see the tankiness, but like at the lower levels, I mean, you just distract it and you just put a knight like to the left of a tower, like, you know, off to the side, and it just locks on, and then the tower just takes out the Baby Dragon. But how is it used here? Like, how do you guys use it here up in these levels?
Sometimes it's my tank, and I know that sounds really weird.
Yeah.
But I'm running a deck that Molt was playing yesterday and took out the Witch for 3-mana minions. Next replay, Storm Clouds.
Yep, got it.
3, 2, 1, watch. What was I just talking about? What card was it?
The Baby Dragon taking out...
There we go. Baby Dragon and Hog is like my 2-card kill combo.
Huh, okay.
Dragon first, and then it'll take a couple arrows, and then the Hog isn't taking arrows, and it deals heavy damage.
Right, okay, and then your goal is to stop a minion horde, right, for the most part, like... Or barbarians, I guess. It's good against barbarians because of the splash damage.
Yeah. I'm a real counter player. Yeah. I can't do a big push on my own unless because my golem isn't high enough level.
Right. Oh, you're with me. Like I have a level 1 golem, and I'm kind of sorry about that right now.
No, I feel your pain. Mine's level 2, and like we can't play certain decks. We can't even compete.
Yeah. you know. All right. So maybe we'll talk about, I don't know if you, there's like a little like unmentioned saying where you never talk about a man's gemming, but I can talk pretty openly about my gemming.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm not shy about it either. Go ahead.
So when the game first came out, I mean, I just saw like we were talking amongst the YouTubers, and we were talking about, oh man, this guy must have spent. We were estimating how much like other people have spent that were on the leaderboards, but we were talking about like how $100 usually goes pretty far. In terms of progress on this game. Like, I mean, right now I'm probably an early level 8. Probably spent all of 100 of my gems, but I know people, you know, to get to the top, you have to spend, estimating now, like, if you can look at the leaderboard later, but I guess for, like, top 10, probably 5,000 easy.
SCW, one of the big dogs up top, and I play his deck all the time, try it. He's comfortably said that he spent around 11K.
Wow.
So the HK Esports dude that has 2 accounts is like at 20K plus.
Yeah, and you know what? I actually looked up some of their website, and they actually are pretty big in the League of Legends scene.
Oh no, it's a huge esport thing. Yeah, I think it's just an advertising opportunity for them. They just want their name on top of the leaderboard. Yeah. I can't blame them. I want mine there.
Yeah.
So you're at about $100 in gems. That's it. That's very humble.
Well, so what I was gonna say with that is like, it's amazing how this game. Like, so I'm very cautious about my gem spending, and for this game to motivate me to, like, if I lose a match, I'm like, all right, where's my wallet? Like, I want to go ahead, just like gem my cards to max level, and then just, like, you know, have a revenge match on this guy, because I don't know, it's just it's so addicting, and you can kind of talk about like what you like about this game too.
I got you. No, I have a reply to that too. Here's what I'm telling people in my clan. You don't want to rage spend any money when you lose, because you're always going to be going up against a bigger gemmer if you're good in this game. Like, when you're level 7 and you're playing up against a level 8, even if you spent some more change, if you're a good player, you'll just end up being the level 9 playing the level 10, or the level 10 playing the level 11.
For sure.
Like, I want people to like focus on their gameplay, watch replays, play the same deck and try to get better with it. Try a different deck and see if you can find a better play style that suits you. But I don't know. I don't want people to spend money on the game thinking that it's going to immediately make them better, because it's not.
For sure.
It doesn't seem like it's that kind of game, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm looking forward to, you know, like I said, when this game goes global and, you know, you can have a whole bunch of people hosting their own tournaments. We can go to the next replay if you want.
Levi versus Quan Rong. 3, 2, 1, watch. But keep going.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to when people can host their own tournaments, and I'm glad that Clash Royale implemented these tournament rules where you know, you can have like a level 11 go up against a level 3 or a level, like, I guess 8. And
it's great.
Semi-fair.
I've tried to do that on YouTube every weekend. I'm doing a couple Clash Royale tournaments.
Oh, cool.
Feel free to hop on, dude. You'd be the... People would want to slay a dragon and say that they took out Clash on Gone, so try hard, man, because people are going to be taking pictures and watching replays. Oh, God.
Yeah, no, and one thing that I made a suggestion to when I was talking with the Clash Royale developer, I've actually made a couple suggestions. I mean, the first one is the ability to spectate matches. So, like, you know, obviously, you know, when you have a friendly match, you can only see the result afterwards. But if you want to host a tournament, you're going to want to watch it live. So that was one of the things that I recommended that they...
Yeah, tournaments are really hard to do right now. They just need a button that says start tourney, and then people in the clan automatically get matched up. People can watch the replays in like a spectator mode. Oh my God, imagine if in spectator mode, there were people in the crowd, and they could do emotes. Really?
Yeah, like it would start filling up like the stands and stuff, right?
Yeah, and they could do emotes, like they could do the ha 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 when somebody gets hog frozen and stuff like that.
Sure, that'd be cool.
Oh my God.
I had one viewer yesterday, might have been one of your viewers on Twitch actually. He said, wouldn't that be distracting? I was like, well, you know, if you're playing a tournament anyways, of course you're gonna have people watching too, so you better get used to it, because like, you know, you gotta play under pressure.
No, get nervous. You were talking about how you have MOBA experience, and Supercell keeps saying that this is a MOBA. Yeah. You want to speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, actually. So just about regarding my MOBA experience. Wow, look at those elixir collectors.
No, that hurt. I like made a weird face.
Oh man.
Keep going.
So talking about my past MOBA experience, I actually started playing Dota when it first came out. You know, as a Warcraft map, and I love that game. Got addicted to that. Started playing League of Legends for the past couple years or so, and I like how it has the elements of a MOBA. So basically, you know, you have trading, like efficient trading, like elixir trading. You know, in League of Legends you have that. You know, you want to trade efficiently. You know, you have the different types of lanes. Like you can push the lane if you want to. You can sit on defense and, you know, counter or like freeze the wave, things like that. And then just sort of like I can see the emergence of, like we were talking about earlier, like esports. You know, League of Legends is known for that too.
Yeah.
But I want to hear what your side, because it seemed like you didn't think this was kind of like a MOBA type of genre, or it fell into a different type of genre.
It feels more tower defense-y to me and tower offense-y. Like, have you seen the game Kingdom Rush on mobile?
No, I had the closest thing I've found. I mean, like people were calling this like Bloons TD Battles too. I don't know if you've seen that, but like people were kind of calling it that too. And I wasn't. I mean, it kind of is, but I don't know. It's hard to classify this type of game. To be honest, but yeah, I mean, the reason why I also called it a MOBA is actually, it's a funny fact. When we were in Finland, we found out the original developer of this game actually loves League of Legends, and he wanted to design a type of MOBA type of strategy. Yeah, so that's kind of like his inspiration for this type of game. It actually, I think, you know, I might be misquoting, but like I think this game actually had like 3 lanes initially. Like if you
my God,
you see some of the original concept art, it actually had 3 lanes. Yeah.
That was my next point, dude. I was gonna ask you if each time you move up to a new arena, if the map should change. Should there be 3 towers in Legendary?
Yeah, that's an interesting concept. You want to pull up Molt's replay now?
Holy mackerel. Gaming with Molt versus someone in H2O. 3, 2, 1, watch.
Alrighty. Yeah, so 3 lanes. That would definitely change, I guess, the whole meta of the game, but I mean, it would present a new challenge in terms of just like the different types of strategies you'd have to use, obviously, because I mean, you'd have to use different troops. You might have to use different types of defensive structures. I mean, That could be possible. I mean, I don't see, I guess, you know, any resistance towards it, but it would change the game. So I don't know if that's something like the developers would be open to.
Ooh, H2O plays Zap. Did you see that little Zap?
You know what? Let me talk about the Zap, because everyone's like a Zap hater, and I want to be a Zap. I want to be a Zap lover because, all right. So before the Zap actually got nerfed before the game came out in beta, so it was actually overpowered. So what people would do is they would drop a giant, they would drop a Hog Rider, which is 9 elixir, right? And so then by the time the giant and the Hog Rider reached the tower, there would be like, you know, obviously like 2 elixir that you can use for a Zap. And so people would deploy a minion horde because that was a good like little like counter to the giant and the Hog Rider. But the Zap would totally take out the minions, totally. The reason,
and now they don't. Yeah,
and it was a huge range. It was a huge range, so basically the skeleton army, like you imagine how big the skeleton army is.
Yeah,
right?
that's what Zap did.
So Zap took out the entire skeleton army.
Okay, so all the people that were playing the alpha, thank you.
Yeah.
It sounds like you guys were soldiers.
Yeah.
And like we get a better gaming experience.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you know, obviously thank you to you guys, the beta people too. I mean, you know, thank you Phone Cats too for playing the expo and like showing.
Yeah, somebody needed to abuse that card and show you guys that it might be a little too OP.
Yeah, no.
No, the worst part was when they nerfed it, I wasn't good at the game anymore, and I'm just now learning how to play normal decks. Like.
Yeah, what are you liking right now?
I just learned Expo, and I was like, okay, I'll just do this for the rest of the game.
No, what are you liking right now? What are you running in terms of you know, what's your power card now? Your go-to
I am a
card?
super control player. Okay. And I don't know. I'm just all about getting profitable elixir trades and then playing a hog in a lane when they're broke. That's my play style. I'm just gonna out-profit you until I have 10 mana and you have 0. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna play cards that you can't answer. Is that Clash Royale 101 or what's your like mentality or your play style?
Sure. When I first picked up the game, like I said, I was horrible at it. So one classic mistake that, you know, everybody that's watching should learn, obviously, is to manage your elixir, know how much elixir you have, and how at least have a general idea of what your opponent has in terms of elixir. Like if you're really smart, you'll know exactly how much elixir your opponent has.
It's like counting cards in blackjack. What do they even do that in?
Exactly.
Blackjack.
Yeah. Blackjack.
But yeah. I can't go full Rain Man and like constantly know how much elixir my opponent has.
Yeah. I mean, like, so going back to some like rookie mistakes, when I first picked up the game, I was like, oh, all right, so I have 3 elixir, let's deploy a knight, all right, let's wait, and then, oh, I have 5 elixir, let's drop a musketeer. I didn't wait to think like, oh, I should combo cards, or oh, I should maybe wait until see what my opponent has. And I mean, like, I totally think your playstyle is in line with mine. I mean, I'm sure there are different playstyles out there as we've seen, but like you don't know what your opponent has right off the bat, so you got to feel them out. So that's why sometimes I wait for like 5-10 seconds, and sometimes my opponent does the same thing, so we're kind of at a stalemate. But I want to wait to see what they have first, because you could drop a giant and then they just drop an inferno and like, oh, I didn't realize they had that inferno, and then we're messed up for the rest of the match in terms of our elixir deficit.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a counter player. You ready for next one with again? 3, 2, 1, watch.
All right.
Yeah, I'm all about the counter plays. And yo, sorry I didn't even say this at the very beginning. Guys, follow Clash of Gone everywhere. He's on YouTube, he's on Twitch, he's on Twitter, and I'll put a couple links in the description. Sorry I didn't say it at the beginning, man.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, like I said, thanks again for having me here. And no, really good to have like fresh content in the community, people that do, you know, that like the game, love the game, and just want to post content about it. It's really refreshing, you know, because I think with Clash of Clans, my original game, you know, it was tough to find like new content to post every single day. And the game's been out for 3 years, and I think, you know, after talking with the developers, they are, like I said, very focused on Clash of Clans, and they have, like I said, a separate team working on Clash Royale. So they're still playing off of each other. And, you know, if you've seen some of Chief Pat's interview videos, Jonas, who's one of the developers of Clash of Clans, he talked about, you know, one of the troops in Royale is you might see in Clash of Clans, and I guess that's kind of all we can kind of talk about it in terms of that. But we can also maybe talk about some of the supposed, not confirmed updates.
Oh god, these leaks! Yeah, I got the pick next to me. Yeah. What card are you most excited about?
Oh, there's so many. So like, I think you and me are. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but you and me are probably most excited maybe about like the Ice Mage, mainly because it is a control type of card, can like slow down things. Like that's kind of unprecedented for this game right now, because I don't think there's a lot of cards that like affect movement speed and attack speed from a troop standpoint.
Yeah, that's going to be real cool, but as an Expo boy, like, you can take the Expo out of the boy, but you can't take the boy out of the Expo. Yeah. Or maybe I said that backwards, but I think the Archer, the Princess,
yeah.
That range, dude, is that going to get annoying?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, I'm thinking, you know, if these upgrades or updates are confirmed or not. They're not confirmed right now, obviously, by Supercell, but like they're always in the process of, you know, tweaking and balance changing and whatnot. So like I'm hoping, you know, if we do see the Princess, maybe they'll nerf the range a little bit.
No, not yet. let me get more trophies first.
Yeah, the really cool thing about this game, and the reason why I kind of class it in terms of like a MOBA type of thing, like with League of Legends, you have like these new champions that they always introduce, and like for a brief while, like, you know, the new champions are always super OP, and then they nerf it down a little bit, or like certain things are in the meta, out of the meta, and so it's like just really cool seeing different strategies emerge. It's not a stagnant type of game. There's no like, you know, go wee wee. There's always going to be like a strong strategy unless they introduce like a new defense.
I've seen those YouTube vids, dude. I didn't even know what you guys were talking about. But I know it's Golem, Witch, Wizard. Look, guys, I'm cool. I understand things now.
Yeah.
I played Clash of Clans for like, I think I got Town Hall 6 or Town Hall 7, but I couldn't hang, man.
Yeah. No, what other games are you into right now? I mean, we kind of talked about earlier, you're into Growtopia, but what was your first game ever that you posted on your channel? What got you your start?
Oh my god, it was just probably some random Android game that was not worthy. not even in the slightest. I would have to check. I don't even know.
Yeah.
What got you rolling?
It was Clash of Clans. I had a friend that really good friend. We can move on to the next replay. When you're ready.
Heisenberg, 3, 2, 1, watch.
Wow.
I hope he's not fighting someone from HK Esports that's not in the clan. Is that what's happening?
Looks like it. Yeah, no clan. Huh. Interesting.
We'll ignore that drama bomb. But yeah, keep going with what got your channel rolling.
Yeah, so I mean, I wasn't quite sure on like, I mean, I was rolling bare bones like laptop microphone, like laptop built-in microphone, no face cam, cheap, I guess iPhone reflector type of like software.
Yeah,
and,
basics.
Yeah, and so what I wasn't even quite sure if I wanted to make that leap and do YouTube, but my friend said, you know what? I mean, he worked at Google, so I appreciated his expertise, and he's like, you know what? Why not just try it? And I was like, huh, that's an interesting concept. Why not just try it? And so I was like, all right, let's try it. And so I posted he said post like 3 videos, see what does well, and you know, if they like it, post more of it. And so I was like, all right, let's try it. And so,
man, yeah, and you just blew up with Clash, right?
I mean, yeah. So it was a really good time. I mean, I just loved. What I didn't like. I mean, part of why I started posting videos is I think that was when I was part of a clan. It's actually in January, so Clan Wars came out in April or so. But I didn't like how my clanmate or my clans were approaching Clan Wars, and I felt like, you know, I'm sure there are a lot of other frustrated users in the game that could benefit from my experience.
Spread the word.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to help people out, and so I think, you know, if you do YouTube with those types of intentions in mind, I mean, you know, you're gonna go very far. And I mean, I can tell, you know, Phone Cats, you love games, so I mean, you just love hanging out, you love playing games. So I'm hopefully, you know, a lot of people, a lot of your viewers can see that, and it seems like they're responding really nicely to it.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I just have fun playing games. I am not the genius, but I don't know. I'll always just be a casual player that has fun playing games.
Yeah.
But I look up to the experts. Like in Hearthstone, I watch Trump. I watch the people that know all the ins and outs of the games.
Yeah.
And I learn from them. Like, I don't know. There's like so many different kinds of YouTube and Twitch and streamer like angles that you can take. You can be the genius guy. You can be the teacher.
Yeah.
Were you a Hearthstone person at all or no?
I've always wanted to get into it because I was actually like, I mean, like, I'm a huge Warcraft person too. I played regular Warcraft. I played Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, and I didn't get into World of Warcraft. And I was actually wondering, was that a game that you were into, or what kind of Blizzard games were you into?
Yeah, I was a WoW lifer.
Oh wow!
And once I saw the arcane missiles come out of Jaina, I was like, all right, I'm back.
You know,
but yeah, I had a problem with WoW.
Yeah.
And then when Hearthstone came out, that became the next one. But I'm hooked on this game the same way I was hooked on that.
Yeah.
I really love Clash Royale right now. Are you playing any other games? What's your side games, or is this the real deal for you?
This is probably the biggest game that's been occupying most of my time. At least on YouTube. I'm still posting Clash of Clans stuff as well. I mean, just cause that's because where my core audience is.
Yeah.
I still play Clash of Clans every day. We can move on to the next replay if you want.
Yeah, you got time for one more? I know we're on a...
Yeah, no, I mean, we can go ahead and talk about it. Yeah, one more replay or a couple more if you want to. I think we're on a roll, so yeah.
I respect your time.
No, thank you so much for having me here.
No problem. Is this the CC person that uses rockets in Expo?
Oh no, yeah, he might be hurting after this balance change right now. So yeah,
we'll see. Okay, we'll see. I want to know what this dude does to adapt.
Yeah.
I was saying this in another vid, but CC replied in like a YouTube comment and said like that they play the most advantageous deck that they can, and they don't care if other people think that it's cheap.
Yeah.
And look at that hand. We got Expo and Rocket, but they're just a play-to-win person. They'll play the best deck, and they're not ashamed of it. Like, and I feel like I don't have that same kind of shame either.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever's in the meta, I mean, it's there. So I mean, like, why not try to use it, right? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't view cards. I say like, oh, dirty Expo user now and stuff like that as a joke, but it's a card in the game. Like when y'all were spamming those zaps that would kill everything on the screen practically. Like, use it. Yeah. And it shows Supercell that it's OP, if anything.
Yeah, I mean,
being a beta tester.
I mean, and there's a good thing about this game is like there are always new strategies. Like, I mean, I don't know if anyone used the tombstone amongst the YouTubers when we were in the tournament, and I mean, just like it's in 90% of like the replays, at least before these balance changes. I mean, it's just such a good card. I mean, I'm kind of sad I didn't think about that earlier. Maybe I would have won the tournament if I did do that.
Dang! Oh, don't tell me you're like staying up at night watching those replays of the tourney.
It's like a bad nightmare.
I almost had it. No.
You could predict. I mean, like it's like if you've ever like lost a spelling bee before, and you remember the word that you lost the spelling bee on.
Oh no, those flashbacks. Not like these. Come on, CC. Drop another Expo. You're my hero. Decent push. Are you going to try rocking the Witch or no? She got a buff. More damage, and skeletons do more damage.
Yeah, the only downside that I see to the Witch is either a rocket on the tower, which takes her out as well, or a lightning spell that takes her out as well. And it's still like a 6 for 5 elixir trade, so...
yeah.
I don't know if
Rocket boys might be fading away. I don't think we're going to see very many rockets.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at some of the damage reductions, and it is pretty significant. So, I mean, unless... The only thing that I can see Rockets being back in the meta maybe is if you go to a tournament and the overtime is 3 minutes. Like if it's a 3-minute overtime, potentially you have those stall players that could potentially just like rocket you down. But that's the only.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that, bro. I can see the future now. It's gonna be some huge clan tournament, and I'm just gonna play all defense and one rocket, and that's all it takes, just cycling through over 6 minutes.
Yeah, you know, one of my clanmates had an interesting suggestion. I'm curious to hear what you think of it. So,
go ahead.
In terms of rockets or any type of AOE spell, they talked about like because sometimes they think they still do a decent amount of damage. 400 is still a decent amount. At least I think at level 5 that's what they do. But the suggestion that my clanmate had was potentially they'll still do flat damage or true damage to units, but if you repeatedly hit a crown tower, it does decreasing damage. Like I don't know if you're familiar with the Clash of Clans Earthquake spell, but it's kind of a similar thing. Like it does 25% damage to a building or whatnot and chunks it down. But like if you do multiple earthquakes, it'll keep like, you know, doing a percentage of that percentage, you know? So
I think I like that. And on the flip side, let's do the exact opposite.
Yeah.
You took the expensive spell and made it do less damage each time.
Yeah.
What if Zap stacked, and every time that you did it on the tower, it did 100 more damage?
That'd be interesting too. Yeah.
See, you're trying to help the game, and I'm trying to hurt it. We better stop this. But you're the White Knight, and I'm the filthy Expo user. I need to quit trying to ruin this game. Clash on Gone, thanks for so much for hopping on, dude. This was way cool. We just blitzed through like 30 minutes of just banter back and forth.
Yeah, no, thanks again for having me. I mean, like I said, I really enjoy your YouTube channel and your Twitch content. So hopefully we can, you know, do more. Hopefully this won't be the last time we do something together, and you know, let's try to plan something else later on down the line.
It would be an honor and a pleasure. Any shout-outs you want to throw out?
No, I mean, just like thank you for having me, and you know, thanks to everyone that you know, helped in the game. Obviously, everyone at Supercell, all the beta users, all the alpha users. So I mean, like, you guys keep doing what you're doing, and you know, we're trying to make this game really, really good for when it goes global. So like, really appreciate all your guys' input, feedback, and support.
Good stuff. All right, we're about to shut down shop. That's the end of this video, guys. Thanks for watching.
All right, thanks again, guys. Stay clashy.
Fun cats.